Good morning guys, as you saw from our sexy intro, we stayed next to a lake last night, which we found late notice. Regila found that using the Park for Ride app that we've been using. We'll link in the description below because it's been really useful. Hopefully it's going to be as useful in Spain, which is where we're going to next. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we've used it all the way through the trip, so let's hope it all goes well. So yeah, we're going to Barcelona. We've got a friend meeting us in there. He's coming out with his girlfriend. So on the way to Barcelona, we're going to go through Andorra, and we've been reading a lot about Andorra. A lot of people saying not to bother with it, so we're going to go and see it for ourselves. You can come with us for the journey. Yeah. It's 6,000 feet up in the Pyrenees mountains. It's the only country in the world to speak Catalan as its official language as well. Yeah, but I'm quite looking forward to that trip. I think it'll be either one of the things where you either like it or you don't. Yeah. But you guys get to join in on that journey with us. Yeah. We are about 2 hours away from Andorra, but we can see the Pyrenees mountains right in front of us.
They look absolutely amazing.
They look so beautiful. I thought they were clouds, I couldn't even see them.
Hope this baby makes it up. Yeah. A bit nervous about that.
Yeah. We've been reading up a bit about the entry requirements and things just to look out for and things like that. And we realised that our network providers might not give us internet when we're there. So that's going to be interesting.
God forbid we don't have internet.
I know.
Now we'll have to turn around.
Okay guys, so we're still 34 kilometers away from Andorra. We just went through something that looked like a border, maybe customs. Well, you guys will see it in the clip, but we're really confused because it's not what we expected. No one really checked anything. I think they just looked at our number plates. That was the border, and we are now in Andorra.
This is one of the most weirdest places I've been so far.
It's really, really odd. Like, you'll just be driving, and all of a sudden there's shops and petrol stations and
like 10 petrol stations together.
Yeah, but like we're still 26 kilometers away from where we need to be.
Which is Andorra La Vella, which is the capital.
Yeah. Oh, this is so beautiful. There's snow. We have snow around us, and we're
it's like 20 degrees outside.
It definitely feels a bit more fresh up here, I'll give you that though.
Look at these roads, look how stunning this is.
Amazing.
If you love driving, this is definitely where you should be.
But now we're heading into town. and also the Tottenham game versus Liverpool is on today, so we're hopefully going to find a place to watch that.
During the first, we're going to go there, support the team.
We've got a Tottenham top. And we're going to get a bite to eat, we're going to go watch the game, and it is a very steep hill. There's steep hills everywhere, and I am not wearing the right shoes.
You wouldn't think that being up in a mountain, would you, about this hill?
Traveller's tip, don't wear sliders in Andorra.
Oh, and you'll never run out of petrol here.
Oh no, that we've passed like 20, all next to each other.
I don't understand it, there's literally like...
But it's so cheap, like ridiculous.
Hundreds and hundreds of petrol stations.
Yeah.
Good morning.
We stayed in such a beautiful location last night.
We didn't get here till around about 11:30 last night, so we didn't really know what it was like. And what a surprise when we woken up.
It was so beautiful here.
So this particular spot we stayed at seems quite popular with the locals. A lot of people are going for hikes. What better day to do it? So we're going to go for a couple of hour hike up in the Pyrenees.
I'm so excited for this.
Burn off them calories. Guys, I don't know if you can see that, but we've got people having a barbecue in this beautiful, lovely location we're in. This is life. This is what life is all about.
Can we say it?
Must admit, I didn't think it was going to be like this here. We're very, very surprised so far. Pleasantly surprised. Are you ready for a hike?
Let's hit the road.
Or path? So we've just come out in this little opening here, this little clearing, and there's absolutely thousands and thousands of rocks, as far as you can see. How crazy is that? Gila's a bit knackered. She's hanging in there. Wow, we've got a lot to go by the looks of it. Nearly there, obviously. Only another, what, 500 foot? Living the dream.
So guys, we're nearly at the top, and we was walking and we just saw this, and this is so beautiful. It's like you'd be walking, there's rocks everywhere, all of a sudden you see grass and flowers, and I don't know if you can see, but snow up there as well.
Magnificent, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's a stream just running next to us as well.
Butterfly on me. It's like we're in heaven.
So I found this little cave as well whilst walking up.
Store like the logs.
Yeah,
Right.
probably.
There's a little building behind us, look. I won't fancy a commute to work from that every day. Needs to be a bit quick for that.
So guys, we made the decision to start walking down purely because we made it halfway. We walked about an hour and a half,
Yeah.
hour 40 minutes, something like that. We didn't really realise what we didn't realise what we was getting ourselves into. We don't have enough water, we don't have any food with us. We could go to the top, but that's another 3 hours up. From the views that I've seen so far, I'd highly recommend it, but just be prepared, make it a day thing, have food, have drink, just be prepared, because we didn't realise, we didn't know.
Still had a good workout there.
Yeah, saw some beautiful views as well.
3 hours of working out.
Yeah.
Now I've had some breakfast, don't have breakfast, I'm eating.
I had breakfast instead of coffee. Okay, so after that long hike, we're going to head down into Andorra la Vella, which is the city centre. We were there yesterday, but now we want to take you guys along with us and show you all the restaurants, attractions and things to do there as well. The city is actually built into a valley in the mountains, and you can see it behind us, all the mountains.
That's the shopping centre just under it.
Yeah, and
we're going to check out that now because apparently it's all duty free and it's a bit cheaper.
So it's raining, and the weather can change really, really quickly here. We went into the shop, got 2 coffees, came out, rain.
Absolutely peeing down. I think it's going to be a thunderstorm. Hey mate, good isn't it?
Hey, free shower. I gotta say, it does feel nice after today's hike though. We need to find shelter. So we've just been walking through the high street and we've stumbled across this sculpture which was made by Salvador Dali, and it is so beautiful. It goes across the river as well, and this was actually made to show that basically time doesn't grow on trees. You need to treat it with respect and you shouldn't waste your time. You should spend every minute as if it was your last.
So Andorra is famously known for duty-free shopping. So we've been checking out the shops for you, seeing how cheap it is. It is a bit cheaper. It's the same as if you was to go duty free in the airports. So yeah. Is it worth coming here just for that? Probably not.
No, I mean if you live nearby it might be.
Yeah, you save yourself like 20 quid on a GoPro or a PS4. Electrical goods are pretty good for that really.
Yeah. But other than that, there's not really that much price difference basically.
Same with the perfumes, they're the same. You get the perfume shops in the airports.
Yeah.
You're not going to save yourself any more money here.
Yeah.
It's probably pretty cool if you live locally in France or in Spain just to whip across and get it.
Yeah, we heard a lot of French and Spanish people come here for the cheap diesel.
Just, yeah, literally, fill up on diesel and go back again.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Which is what we're going to do before we go back into Spain. So the general prices of like, you know, grocery shopping, that's actually more expensive than it is France.
Yeah.
Which is a surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah, simple things like croissants, baguettes, which obviously we bought a lot of in France.
Double the price.
Yeah. I didn't expect it.
Eating out's slightly cheaper. We actually ate out last night, which is nice.
Yeah.
First time we've got to eat out since we left England. But
and that
wasn't that cheap, but it was probably the same price as England.
Yeah. So we have come back to our spot, which we stayed last night, which we have this beautiful view of the Pyrenees mountains, beautiful fresh mountain water, fountain.
It's like an advert, isn't it?
And there's a thunderstorm coming. I don't know if you can tell, guys, but the clouds, they're not looking good, and the sound doesn't sound good either.
So the title of this video was it worth it to come to Andorra? Is it worth the time to get to this little isolated country in the mountains? Well, we're going to stay for another day because we haven't finished exploring it yet, and we've been here 2 days. So we're going to make it 3 days before we head to Barcelona to meet our mate.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. So it's the next day now. We're here in Andorra la Vella in the old town, and we're just going to explore a few bits of it. Behind us is the beautiful church of Iglesia de Sant Esteve. It was built in the 11th century, and it's actually got some of the old Romanesque temples still intact inside it. So we're going to go and check that out in a minute. It was rebuilt on the outside in the 20th century, and it looks really interesting. It's one of the most famous
landmarks in Andorra.
So just a minute down the street, there's this beautiful historical building called Casa de la Vall, which is it was built in the 1580s, and it served as a manor or as defence, and now it serves as the headquarters for the council here in Andorra la Vella, Andorra. And we're just going to go have a look inside. Housekeeping!
It's closed. So we're 5 minutes from the old town. As you can see, we've walked up this path through the allotments, and at the top there's actually an agricultural aqueduct that supplies all of the water to these allotments. And there's a really good hiking trail that goes all the way around at the top of it, and we're meant to get a really good panoramic view of the town. So we're going to go and check that out, and that'll be the last hike we do here, I think. We're a bit knackered. So we're at the top now. And just there is the church we visited, and just there is the little historic house we visited. So it's not that far up. So this aqueduct is from water from the glaciers, and it flows all the way along into these little filters, which then goes through here into the pipes and to the farmers' fields, so they can water all their crops. What a clever idea. Oh my god guys, look behind us, there's the rain coming in. We're going to get soaked again. Let's get moving on.
So that's us finished exploring Andorra la Vella for today. It has been so lovely. We really hope we've given you some sort of insight into what it's like here, how beautiful it is here.
What a surprise.
So nice, and there is things to do here in the summer. It's not just a winter location, but we would like to come back in the winter and see what sort of things we have to do here as well.
I bet it's a totally different city in the winter.
Yeah.
Anyway guys, we're going to head to Spain now. We're meeting some friends in Barcelona in a few days. We're going to show you the customs process on the way out, because we've heard that it's quite invasive, is the word for it.
Yeah.
So it probably isn't, it's probably just a load of rubbish we've read, but we'll see you then.
So we just filled up the tank with diesel, and it was, how much was it?
105 a litre, which is crazy. We took full advantage of that.
But now we're going to head to the border of Spain. España.
Give me that Mediterranean sea.
So great news, we're allowed to go into Spain. And the searching was literally just look inside, all done, that was it. They didn't open up our cupboards. They asked if we had anything like cigarettes,
alcohol,
anything like that. Otherwise, literally didn't take us a minute, I don't think. Just asked where we're going, we said Barcelona. That was it. On our road to Barcelona.
We're in Spain, so we're going to leave it there, guys.
It's been a
Hope
pleasure.
you like the Andorra's episodes, and we'll see you guys in the next one. And as always,
Here's to adventure.